Hello everyone. Today I'll be reviewing the Vulcar Warner based on the Nissan C10 Skyline, produced between 1968 and 1972. This car was released back in the hipster update in 2014, so it is a pretty old DLC vehicle. It is a removed car. The price is $120,000, so that's a great deal. The customization for this car's age is very well done. It is a little limited, but you still have a good amount of stuff to play around with. I try my best not to be boring with the customization, so for this I'm gonna go for a bit of a resto mod, as you can see. For the exhaust, I mean you have a few options. I'm not really a fan of the blue type of exhausts or these crazy exhausts, but it all depends on what type of thing you're going for. But for this, I'll go for the shotgun exhaust. I feel like they look a bit better. The titanium could be a bit more suitable, a bit more fitting for this type of style, but I personally just like, uh, chrome exhausts. For the grills, of course, you could remove the grills. You can do whatever you want here. Um, but I personally like the way the grill looks, so I'm just gonna leave the grill, but I'm just gonna delete part of the trim. If that makes sense. I'm gonna choose the exposed intercooler. You also got your headlight covers. You can put that on if you so please. Uh, there's also carbon, and then there's like a crazy hood option here. A very custom type of thing that some people like to do with these cars. I would have chose a carbon hood, but I feel like the quality is a bit off, and the carbon weaves are a bit too big. It's the same issue with the wide body as you'll see in a bit. For this, since I want to make it look a bit more modern, I'll choose a silver. I know this is a bit boring for some of you guys, but once I'm done here, you're gonna see that it's gonna look pretty good. A darker yellow was also one of my one of my options, but I felt like it would have looked like a taxi. It's a universal color that everyone assumes with like four-door cars or sedans. An orange would have been nice as well, but I feel like silver looks pretty good on this as well. I know some of you might call me a bit boring for this, but I feel like it just looks good on this car. You also have your secondary there, so if you want a two-tone type of look, you can do that. It even transfers to the splitter there in the front. The roll cage, you only have one option, but I feel like it's alright. It makes the interior look a bit better. You get some red sports seats, you got your roll cage. And for the skirts here, or the wide body, the fender part here, the carbon looks a bit off. This vehicle was also in the PS3, PS4, and the PS5, so it's across three console generations, and the Xboxes as well. So the quality isn't the best. For the spoilers here, you do have a lot to play with. I did try my best to show you more angles in the footage here. The high level looks pretty good. I've seen a few pictures uh, of this car with that spoiler. There's also your ducktails. For every car I customize and review, I make sure to make my research. And so a lot of these options are very accurate and very tasteful to the real life car. The suspension here, it's pretty good. It looks very nice when you lower it down, so that's what I did here. The competition suspension looks very good. The wheels, this part was a bit easy for me since I went to tuners. But coming to a conclusion on what type of wheel I wanted on this thing was a bit tricky. I was going back and forth a lot here. if I wanted like four spokes or I don't know, it was very tough, because a lot of these wheel options are very fitting. You can choose whatever you want. Obviously, I mean, I really did not like the chrome lips on the wheels. That's one of my complaints, but it's not a big deal. The Endo V2 dish, I mean, that's what I settled with, as you'll see in a bit. But during the footage, I was going back and forth, and it was just really tricky to just see what looks good because a lot of these options were very fitting for this car. But while I was doing that, I guess it gives you like uh you can see what you want to do while I'm just going back and forth here. I'm not sure if I wanted it in black, but I just chose it in gold because I feel like it would give it more contrast rather than just going for like a simple black or just leaving it alloy. You have your red brakes back there too, which gives it more color. You can put custom tires. I've seen some people do that, but that's not really my thing, unless if it's a classic muscle car. Of course, I'll do my usual window tints here at the end, and then I'll talk more about the car's interior and then the performance. Detail is decent, and the texture quality is acceptable. As you can see, the engine model is pretty well done. All the other bits around the engine are a bit lower quality, but it is acceptable. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's pretty cool the way the hood opens as well. The interior leaves a little bit to be left desired. Unfortunately, the carpeting looks a bit off, but it's not such a big deal. Um, the rest of the car is just very well made. The whole model still stands up to today, especially with the newer vehicles. I feel like I did a good job making this a resto mod with the gold wheels and the silver paint job. I'm personally satisfied with it. Speed and handling are both acceptable, but I feel like this car deserves a speed boost. It's one of the few cars in the game that actually deserve an HSW upgrade. This car has a lot of potential, and it's unfortunate how it doesn't really get the attention that it deserves from Rockstar and the player base themselves. This car is mainly like a show car, a showpiece. It's perfect for car meets. It is adequate, but I really do not recommend it for competitions. If you like to race or just challenge other players in free mode. It is, however, good enough to just drive around the map and just have a good time. There's really no complaints. But the performance really will not blow you out of the water. There's a lot of better options. If you do apply the drift or the low grip tires on this thing, it could be pretty fun. A pretty cool drift car. Uh, for the price, I mean, $120,000 is a deal in this economy. It still has a lot of potential to be a fun car. I really don't have many complaints. It's just it needs a bit more, you know. But anyways, everyone, that's all I got for you today. And as always, thanks for watching.